this video, we're going to talk about Sebastian Vettel, who recently announced he's going to retire from Formula 1 at the end of the 2022 season.
I see him as such a legend of our sport, and when we talk about legends, there's not many that I'd count as legends, but he's at the top of that.
Yeah, Sebastian has won 4 world championships in a row at Red Bull, an incredible feat that, definitely establishes him as one of the legends in the sport. To win 4 titles alone is massively impressive, but to win all 4 on the bounce is just even more incredible. And the thing is, he could have even got a possible 5th world championship in 2018 when he was battling with Lewis in that Ferrari against the Mercedes.
It's obviously sad on one side, but I'm happy for him that he's taken that decision. Now gets a chance to spend so much time with his family and gets to do what he wants to do at the end. And that's, I would imagine, not to live by a schedule. So I just wish him all the best. I'm sure that I'll see him besides the track.
Yeah, Mick Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel, the 2 Germans, very good friends. I believe Vettel was also really good friends with Mick's dad, Michael Schumacher. But yeah, of course it's going to be sad for Mick to see one of his good friends leave F1, but at the same time, even though he's leaving, it's also good for Seb to kind of maybe take his mind off the track a bit and instead focus on other things that may interest him, because Formula 1 in the grand scheme of things is a relatively short career, so you want to make sure you can also do other things as well after F1.
Our relationship has been very strong, and he's just a super nice guy, and I just wish him the best. And as I told him before, I will always have 1 or 2 passes if he wants to come to a race, because I'll be very happy to see him in the paddock still next year.
Yeah, obviously Charles Leclerc was teammates with Vettel at Ferrari for 2 years. Must be obviously sad for him to see Vettel go. All the drivers kind of appreciate what he's done and the relationships that they've had with him.
It's been a pleasure to share the track with him. I think his obviously track record speaks for itself and what he's accomplished in the sport, but I think more importantly what he's done off the track, the kind of role model he's been for us drivers.
Yeah, similar to Lewis Hamilton, he's been a real advocate for change, promoting equality. He really has shown his voice.
We will miss him. I think he's a legend of our sport, not only on track but also great values outside the car, so we will miss him.
Yeah, Alonso, similar to Sebastian Vettel, is someone who's been in the sport for a very long time. So he's seen Sebastian from the beginning and how he's progressed throughout his career. And yeah, obviously all the drivers will miss him because he's been somebody who's been an example outside of the car, as Fernando said, and then on the track he's obviously a blisteringly quick driver.
Well, I have massive respect for Seb for what he has achieved in our sport, first of all, because full-time world champion, not many guys achieve such records.
Yeah, of course, to win 4 world championships on the bounce like that is something that not many drivers can say they've done. Vettel is one of the most successful drivers in the sport. Most drivers haven't even won any titles, so for him to win 4 is mad.
I also really respect the person he became in Formula 1. Very honest, very genuine, very kind. I really respect that.
Yeah, it's of course nice to have a role model in the F1 paddock such as Sebastian Vettel, because younger people looking up to F1 drivers hoping to get into the sport themselves, aspiring drivers will look at Sebastian Vettel and kind of respect him and want to be like him. So he's setting a good example for the drivers of the future.
Yeah, it's sad to see someone that you've spent so much of your life together with, It's great to see him living, especially such a happy retirement. Yeah, wishing him the best and his family in the next chapter.
Kind words from Checo. Checo's been in the sport for about a decade. So yeah, he spent an incredibly long time with Sebastian Vettel. So Vettel's departure from the sport is, he's going to miss him, just like all the other drivers. And everyone unanimously agrees after he leaves, there'll be a big hole in Formula 1.